Hi everybody, and welcome to my video. Welcome to Zambia. I'm here in front of a very beautiful map of Zambia, and I'm here to take you around the country and give you tourism facts about Zambia. I'll tell you a few things about tourism. As you know, Thekhumbaguy has divided tourism into 5: natural attractions, wildlife, adventures and activities, culture, and accommodation. Okay, so I'll take you through those different 5 categories and show you what Zambia has to offer. Wildlife, Zambia has, start with the national parks. Zambia has approximately 20 national parks. Now all the national parks are shown in green. Okay, they're the most clear, they're the clearest thing you can see on this map. The national parks, and as you can see, the biggest one there is Kafue National Park, which happens to be the oldest national park in Zambia. The Kafue National Park, the Kafue River runs through it and forms the heartbeat of Kafue National Park.
As the second largest national park in the world, Kafue covers an area over 22,000 square kilometres and offers a staggering diversity of wildlife. It is fed by 3 rivers: the Luangwa, the Kafue and Lufupa, which floods in summer, creating a large floodplain that attracts thousands of waterbirds. Kafue is well known for its full menu of antelope, including the rare roan antelope, Liechtenstein's hartebeest, and the sable.
We've got Chimfunshi down there, we've got Leewar Plains up there.
Zambias National Park is one of the unique parks in the country. It is strategically positioned in the Kaza TFCA area. The park was actually declared in 1971, and during the declaration, the park underwent very bad conditions in that the park was used as a war zone from the Angolan rebels. So during that process, most of the wildlife was actually wiped away. So we recorded as a situation where we lost lots of wildlife. So when Kaza came in, it brought light to Zambias National Park in that we saw an improvement in the wildlife statistics.
Zambia, and it's about Leewar Plains National Park. This park only exists because of a very far-sighted royal proclamation from King Lewanika I, the Lozi King of Barotseland in the late 1800s, who saw that this was a unique and unusual area and it needed to be protected, and he proclaimed it a protected wildlife area. He allowed certain villages to continue to live in the area and to follow certain traditional rules governing use of wildlife, fishing, etc., but with the main emphasis on protection. And so well was the area protected that it was only in the 1970s that the government of Zambia saw fit to proclaim it a national park. And recently it has come under the joint management of the Royal Barotse Establishment, the Zambian National Parks Authority, and African Parks. And it is a very well managed, extremely remote and isolated park, and well worth the effort if you can get to visit it. So it's about 3,500 square kilometers. It's a huge flat area, hence the name Leewar Plains, at about 1,000 meters above sea level, nestled on the eastern side between the Zambezi River and on the western side the Angolan border. It is seasonally flooded during the rainy season from January to June. It's completely inaccessible, and in fact the park is closed. By July the waters have subsided and it dries up and the wildlife moves out. At the first sign of rain in November, the wildlife herds start to come back in. Late November, early December, which is exactly the time of year which I'm sitting here, is the perfect time to see thousands, even tens of thousands of wildebeest and zebra moving into the park from the north where they've been feeding during the dry season.
We've got South Luangwa, we've got North Luangwa, we've got Kasanka, which is known for its bird life.
They start coming into the country in October, and by November, their numbers swell into millions to represent the largest movement of mammals in the world. These are fruit bats which migrate into Zambia annually from various countries in the region to feast on masuku fruits and berries. At their peak, over 12 million bats descend on Kasanka National Park, creating a rare and phenomenal spectacle. This park is the only place in the world to host such numbers of the bat. Nocturnal by nature, the bats spend their day in sleep and venture out to feed on fruits by night. Squinking and shrieking, these mammals are a marvel to watch.
South Luangwa National Park is widely celebrated as Africa's best. To us, it is home. People tell us the wildlife is incredible and the landscape breathtaking. Our guests say that a walking safari in this part of Africa reminds them of a bygone era of Livingstone exploring the unknown. For our guests, we wish to show the magic of Africa as we know it, the feeling of freedom in the wild. It is why we operate a mobile walking safari. Exploring the world on foot, surrounded by nothing but pure remote wilderness.
Up there we have Luangwa Plain. Now Luangwa Plain is very significant, especially now in 2020, in that we want to extend it to include the two waterfalls which are within that within that area. But basically, the four major national parks in Zambia are the South Luangwa, the Mosi-otunya, in Livingstone, the Kafue National Park, and the Lower Zambezi. The Lower Zambezi is just in Lusaka province, right down there. And the Lower Zambezi used to be President Kenneth Kaunda's own national park, actually. That has a history of having been the president's own national park. So it's a very exclusive park. It's now open to the public. People can go there. You see a video of when I visited Lower Zambezi National Park. So Lower Zambezi is named after the Zambezi River. This mighty Zambezi River here. It's the Zambian part of Lower Zambezi National Park is located in Lusaka province. But the whole Lower Zambezi area is part of it's part of a system, the Zambezi River system, the lower part of Zambezi River, which is, if you know your map of Zambia, south of Kariba Dam, south of Chirundu Bridge, coming this way. So it makes part of, it's part of Zambia, Zimbabwe and Mozambique, after which the Zambezi River flows out. So opposite here is Zimbabwe. So Zambezi River divides Zambia and Zimbabwe, and across here they have Mana Pools National Park. So yeah, there's talk of a transfrontier national area, national park kind of thing. The way we have Kasa in Namibia, Botswana, the Kasa area. So it's still talk. I'm not sure how far it's going. Just to make this whole thing a protected area. So Zambia's wildlife ranges from lion. We've got the whole big five: the lion, leopard, the cheetah, the elephant. We've got elephant in droves. We've got antelope. We've got bird life. There's so much wildlife that Zambia has to offer. We've got the biggest bat migration probably in the world. And so there's a lot of wildlife on offer here in Zambia. So moving on from, and then in many different towns, you're going to find little pockets of wildlife sanctuaries, places where you can see animals. So we've got so much to offer.
Imiulu ile londolo na kukata wa palesa, ne ulu
thekhumbaguy, and I make tourism videos where I share tourist destinations and information, and travel videos where I do trip reports from town to town, city to city, travel and tourism all over Zambia, even around the Southern Africa region, one day even around the world. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, thekhumbaguy. If you enjoy a video, share it with somebody, or share it with somebody who would enjoy that video. Leave a comment if you learned something and like the video. Also, follow thekhumbaguy on Facebook. I share a lot of information there, and lovely pictures on Instagram, thekhumbaguy on Instagram, and also Twitter. Let's travel the world together and let's enjoy tourism as well. I'm thekhumbaguy. Let's go.